Welcome to Everything Casual, bringing you original football casual videos from the golden era of the 80s and 90s, right up to current day. Football away day stories and historic clashes between football firms. Subscribe so you don't miss out. We upload videos every week. Welcome to
It's a simple piece of fabric, 2 buttons, a yellow and green compass. But for over 40 years, this patch has been the ultimate status symbol on the British football terraces. It wasn't designed for football, it was designed for sailors, for innovators, and for those who appreciated high-end Italian engineering. But in the hands of the UK's football firms, it became a uniform, a badge of honour, and sometimes a target for the police. Today, we're diving into the untold history of Stone Island. Our brand from a small Italian town conquered the English game and defined the casual generation. To understand Stone Island, you'd have to understand the man, Massimo Osti. He wasn't a fashion designer in the traditional sense, he was a garment engineer. In 1982, Osti was experimenting with a heavy, truck tarp-like material called Terrace. It was too rugged for his main brand CP company, so he created a new line. He called it Stone Island, a name inspired by the novels of Joseph Conrad. The branding was subtle, a removable compass patch on the left arm. It was inspired by military insignia, representing a sense of adventure and resilience. But while Osti was focused on fabric technology in Italy, a storm was brewing across the English Channel. By the late 1970s, the look of a football hooligan was well known to the police. Skinheads, donkey jackets, and Dr. Martens boots. If you looked like an hooligan, you were treated like one. But a new generation of fans, primarily from the northwest of England, Liverpool and Manchester, started to change the game. They realised that if they dressed like wealthy middle-class kids on a skiing holiday, they could slip past the police unnoticed. This was the birth of the casual. At first, it was about brands like Fila, Sergio Tacchini and Lacoste. But as the 80s progressed, the casual culture became an arms race. Everyone wanted something more exclusive, something more expensive, and something that no one else had. And that's when they discovered Italy. The turning point came in May 1984. Liverpool were playing Roma in the European Cup final in Rome. Thousands of Scousers descended on the Italian capital. While they were there, they didn't just find pasta and gelato, they found the look. In the high-end boutiques of Rome and Milan, they saw something they'd never seen before. Jackets made from materials that looked like they were from the future. shimmering fabrics, heavy-duty zippers, and that mysterious compass patch on the arm.
We walked into these shops and it was like walking into a laboratory. The prices were insane, more than a month's wages for some of us. But we knew we had to have it. It was the ultimate one-up on every other firm in England. Many of these first Stone Island pieces were liberated during the chaos of the trip. When those fans returned to the UK wearing Stone Island, it was like they'd brought back alien technology. The rest of the country's firms, the Manchester United's Red Army, the Chelsea Headhunters, the Leeds Service Crew, all took notice. The race was on. So why did British football hooligans instantly fall in love with a sailing-inspired Italian brand? First, it was the exclusivity. In the mid-80s, Stone Island was incredibly hard to find in the UK. If you had one, you were top man.
These jackets were built to withstand the elements, perfect for standing on a cold, rain-soaked terrace in the middle of January. But most importantly, it was the badge. The removable compass patch was a stroke of genius. It was a silent language. It was a way of identifying your own kind without saying a word. But the patch was also a target. The police quickly caught on. To them, the patch was a neon sign saying, "I'm looking for trouble." This led to the famous patch-off era. Lads would unbutton the badge and keep it in their pocket until they were safely inside the ground, just to avoid being turned away at the turnstiles or the train station. In the 90s, the brand moved from the terraces to the stage. Liam and Noel Gallagher became the new faces of the brand, bringing the casual aesthetic to the Britpop generation. Today, Stone Island is a global powerhouse. You'll see it on the back of American rappers and high-fashion models. But for the lads who were there in the 80s, it will always belong to the terraces. It's more than just a jacket, it's a piece of social history. It's the story of how a group of working-class lads from the UK took a high-end Italian brand and made it their own. So what was your first Stone Island piece? Was it a Green Edge original or a modern shadow project? Did you keep the patch on or did you hide it from the old bill? Let us know your stories in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of the casuals, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more untold stories coming your way. This is Everything Casual. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you subscribe, you will be notified when we release a new video. It could be your firm we make a video about next, so don't miss out and hit the subscribe button. You can find me on Facebook or email me if you have a good story to tell. See you next time.